So why does Ramana say use the eye to remove it and then itself it burns into itself? There's that, it says the stick that mixes itself and eventually the stick melts into itself.
You go into the fire of awareness of that there is no one, and then you put the stick into it, and by whatever this sticking into it, the stick burns out. It's like the eye was in that holocaust of that awareness that there is no way out. Then in that you burn out. But it's not in your hand if that happens. If the self, what is grace, wants to be again without any of whatever you can imagine, it drops by itself whatever can be dropped. But the problem is that what is grace never needs anything to drop. It's already what it is and never needs to drop anything to be what it is. So that what needs the grace to drop it cannot do anything that the grace will whatever drop it, because who needs to drop the dropper? The grace doesn't know a dropper to drop.
So then why does the grace eventually drop it one day?
Yeah, by accident. How else? In spite of the action or non-action or whatever you have done, the obstacles all drop, or that whatever veils drop, and then you think, could I ever be so stupid? But not because of your action or understanding it drops. But if the problem is it doesn't have to drop. It's a spontaneous rising of that wish of wanting to know, and it's like the destiny will always be the absence of the wish. So by its nature, coming out of the wishlessness of existence, creating a wish of wanting to know, and the destiny of that, or the goal of that, is already wishlessness. So just see it. The origin of all the wish of I wanting to know myself, and the destiny is that. What is the origin again? Which is wishlessness, ananda. So there's no way out of that. I will always lead up to the I-lessness. Out of the selflessness, which is a self, comes a self, a rising self of I, and out of this coming out, and there's a whatever time frame of rising and then disappearing again. So it comes from that what is that, and it will go back to that, that's all. As every morning it's rising and every night it goes back. And wishlessness it always remains as the absolute leftover, or the origin of that morning rising self and night disappearing self. So be that. What is always, even here and now, cannot not be that. In spite of all that imaginary self rising and wanting to know itself.